No, done. People, smile at the camera, Stop being so quiet, people. Hey, too long I can see your back.
Not even cleaned it. Not even cleaned it.
Ooh, oh.
Sir, it's RW, it's not mine.
This is all coming on YouTube. Be careful what you say. Hello, how do you get that?
How this is.
I'll just keep it over there for the time. We'll adjust everything.
Now please, Ryan. Can you settle down, please? Remember the ethos of the TZLC now, guys. Respect. So that's better. Group. So when someone to have a moment in peace. Okay, so we're going to go through a few speeches at the start. We're going to wrap this up very fast. We're starting off with a few speeches and some people who have contacted me. You can hear me, right? Who have contacted me so that they can say a few words. So I expect you guys to listen. Remember the ethos, people. The ethos. Okay? First up, Gaurav Shah of Black Thunder. Gaurav.
I think all of you can hear me. I want to first welcome you all to this evening where we are celebrating the end of the season and also the TZLC9 awards. So welcome and thank you all for coming. The coach said it will be a speech, but I will just say a few words, and I want to thank coach for letting me actually say a few words. Because TZLC9 was very important, and also I really enjoyed myself, and I think it was a great success for all. And in making it a success, special thanks to coach. I must say that his motivation level, his enthusiasm is amazing. He has been the driving force behind TZLC, and I really hope that he continues to coach us, organize the TZLC and making it a success year after year again. I also thank all the players for your intensity, your passion, and making the whole season so much fun and exciting. Special mention for all the managers. I think they have a tough job, but they have done very well to keep all of us in control and make it a good season. I also want to share a few things about my experience. What I really liked about the season is the camaraderie and friendship among all the players. The passion was also amazing. It is very rare that you find a group of people, like-minded people who are so passionate about something, and you really see how they work together. The third thing I liked really about the season and the league and how it was organized was the professionalism. For people who are doing it part-time as a passion, to be so professional, and for the event with close to 100 players to be managed so well, it's really amazing. And that says a lot about all of us who are involved in it. The last thing I want to say, that the whole season was not only about football. I mean, I took away a lot of things from the season, not about football, but also many other things. And the things that I specifically remember are the level of discipline. What I took back was also the respect, the teamwork, and the communication. These are things that I saw on the field, but they have meaning also off the field. Yeah, so the whole season was not only about football, not only about what we did on the pitch, but it went much, much beyond that. Lastly, I really look forward to the TZLC9 with a lot of excitement and anticipation. I will look forward to seeing you all there. Thank you for your time. Thank you.
That was the longest few words I've ever seen. Anyway, thank you so much, Gaurav. And next up we have Sean Matthews, we call him Sparky. Well, I call him Sparky.
Good evening, guys. Great. Welcome again on behalf of TZ. Thank you for coming. Great to see family and new faces. So every year I stand here and kind of review the league. The one thing that doesn't change is the bonding. But the one thing that changes every year is every year a new team or a new star emerges. It's amazing. 2 years back, RW won everything. Before that, it was the former Round Panthers. This year, Paku won everything. I mean, amazing. So the beauty of this is that every year we have new faces. This year was the year of the youngsters, right? And Yash right there, Amit, Elton, Agings. Well, Agings is not young, but he did a fantastic job. So it's amazing. And all this is because this organization is just well run. And coach has a mission. The mission is to get bigger every year. And we have been doing it. TZLC 8, 9. And I'm so excited about season 10 as well because, again, new faces, new teams. Another thing that stands out this season was the first division was so competitive. Do you guys agree? The margin of points between the top 4 teams was fantastic, which just shows that with all the coaching that we are going through, the levels keep getting better. So we are on the way to that mission every year. So I congratulate Paku. You know, I think on behalf of all the teams, if you lose with dignity. We have to admit that Paku had a fantastic year. But I was only this year. Next year is going to be a different story. I thank Coach so much for putting this event together and for all, guys, one thing, and I say this every year, what happens in the background is something which you probably only have a fraction of an idea. What happens behind the scenes to run this league. So kudos to Coach for putting together this every year. Another good thing is Aju has finished building his house. So Aju will be more involved next year. So that will be a big help for Coach. Otherwise, Coach was doing multiple things. Thank you guys. Thank you for coming. Paku, congratulations. Fantastic year. But next year, you guys won't be doing it. That was a joke. Thank you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sparky. Coming up is his managerial partner, Audi, Aditya Kodbaki.
I'm here for actually very selfish reasons, so I won't actually thank you and all that. But I actually do want to thank each and every one of you because you let me do things that I really enjoy. You let me play football, good football, every morning, whenever I want. And I should definitely thank each and every one of you personally. But it's strange. I mean, if you look at it, our age group is really diverse. From, I think, the youngest from 18 to, I don't know how old Rock is. 45. I don't know how old Rock is here, but what I want to say is, the moment we all get on the field, we all are very young. Suddenly, I don't know what happened, but everyone's young on the field, except for Amma. Amma's old. Amma, right? So I just want to thank you all personally. I can't personally thank you, so I'm taking this opportunity. And I obviously want to thank Coach. You know, sometimes I wonder as a manager, this was my first year as a manager, and it was sometimes very difficult because he would lose it sometimes and he would come up with new rules, something or the other. And I always wonder what is the most difficult part for him. What is the most difficult part? Is it organizing the league, planning, being the ref, coaching? But I realized the most difficult part for him must be being there every day, early in the morning, on the ground, and not actually playing football. I mean, think about it. He lets us play. You be in his shoes. You go every day, morning to the ground, and you don't play, but you let someone else play. I think that's a really nice thing anyone can do for a stranger. So, thanks a lot. And that's about it. Thank you.
Thank you, Avi. Thank you. It's rare that some guys say nice things about me after saying bad things about me. So, yeah, I announced some 2 or 3 weeks ago that those guys who wanted to say a few words should send me an email and confirm. And these 3 did that. And then suddenly today, people's tube light, they come up, I want to say something, I want to say something. So then I'll still give you guys a chance. I'm always fair. I'm a nice guy. Does anyone else want to say a few more words? An amount of 5 million TZR will be transferred from here into our account.
Okay, guys, we had a great season, so we had to be here. I thought it would be compulsory for me or Amal to come up and speak, but anyway, it's more or less like that. What a team, Pup. First year of in Spain, in the inception, we won the 2nd division. Second year, we won the 1st division. And we started in the 3rd division. So, so there are players in our team who have done this twice before. And Harry has done it the 3rd time. Okay, outside the league, but in Kapadra, it's the first time ever. So, a team of vibrant players. Round is a shape for us. And then we had those 2 horses, Yash and Godse. Fantastic athletes. And I think our victory or our whatever, all the trophies that we won, a large part of the credit has to go to them.
No kidding.
Okay. And the second large part has to go to us, the remaining. So I just sign off by thanking Coach again this year, always guiding us through thick and thin. Although the thin was like really thin, but most of it was thick. So, Sean has thrown us a challenge, and yeah, we will come back next year, hopefully as winners again. Okay?
I was supposed to speak about the entire TZLC, just went on and on about practice. This is why I asked for names beforehand. Anyone else want to say a few words? Imam, I'm a monga. India Rasi.
I'll just keep it short. I'd like to thank Coach for another great season. One of the highlights of this season was that I managed our team for half of the season and our team is still around. It's not disbanded. Second highlight of the season was that Papu managed to sign Yash and Godse. Third highlight of the season is that Sarso believes he can do it again without Yash and Godse. And fourth highlight of the season is that Audi thinks he's not going to play for RW next season. Thank you everyone.
Thank you, everyone. I think that's it. You done? No? I think I'm cool as other few, so I'm not sure. Okay, good, that's one of it.
I would just like to share one thing with you. This is my 3rd TZLC award function.
During the first function, I was in Blue Eyes. The second function, I was in Black Thunder. Today, I am in AP. I like the ease with which you can just change things. And I thank coach for creating such an easy atmosphere. Thank you.
Mantal? No? Yes? Mantal coming up, that's another group from either NPP or Thunderbolt. With Mantal coming up. After Mantal, I should see at least one person from Kitco.
Hey guys, it was a very difficult season for me because I was a manager for the first time and it is not easy being manager. I realized
Look at me.
it's not because it was coach, but it's just generally the players, getting players to come on the ground, doing things is very difficult. Unfortunately, RW, there are only around 4 players who are here right now, so I don't know, like, it's difficult to call them here also. So it was great, but Monga was good support as a manager, but he left midway as a manager. So I tried to survive till the end of the league, but unfortunately my tenure lasted only till April. So, but yeah, this year I would say I hope I myself play better because I'm not manager now. And TZLC9 should be much bigger. And we have another new team coming in, so I hope for a bigger season this year. Thank you.
Thank you, Mantal. You want to speak again? Oh. Alan wants to speak again. Alan, bring some fun in.
Thank you, coach. Thank you, everybody. First of all, a warm good evening to everybody. Most of you might not be knowing it because this is our first season, and this was our first season in TZLC. To say the least, that this was the most entertaining season, and I think we learned a lot. Although there was a lot of disappointing defeats, a lot of encouraging draws. There were no wins as such. Although it was a great experience for all of us, and I think we have learned a lot. And I would like to thank coach and all my team members. That it was a tough season for us. I think there were some high points and a lot of low points. But next season, I think it will be a great one because we are trying to build a strong team this season. Let's see how this next season goes. So that's all from me. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much, Alan. Is there anyone else? Sherry? Sorry.
Hello everyone. So I have been managing Kidfo for a long time. Coach has helped me in that. But now this year I have been taken a new responsibility of managing B along with Rakesh. Guru Rene too. So TZLC9 was a successful event. So I hope that it will grow like anything. TZLC10 would be more successful than TZLC9, and I hope that we would progress. Okay, I think I will just thanks all for making TZLC9 successful, and I think we will grow as a one. So thank you all.
Thank you, Sherry. I'm waiting. Someone else will pop up. I think that's done. Good. So, this is what's going to happen now. I will have my say barely for 30 seconds. Because I've done it all before, right? I've said so many things before. And the thing is, I've created a small video so that I won't have to talk so much. And you take the video with a pinch of salt. It's all fun there, right? We're all doing this in our alternate lifestyles to have some fun, but to do it competitively at the same time. So I'll just tell you a story of what TZLC9 meant and then what it was like after the TZLC9, coming up to the TZLC10 when the off-season practice started. Just the other day I was holding a session and I had set up a training drill. Info, by the way. I set up a training drill and I gathered all the players together. I gathered them and they were all waiting for me to say something. And obviously they were all in a state of shock because they'd seen all the flagpoles up, the poles and everything, and they were all wondering what to do. And they're all standing in a huddle. And then I finally ended up saying, okay guys, who's going to start off? You won't believe what happened next. 1 second. Everyone was standing in a group. There were some 20 to 25 players on that day. The next second, you won't believe it.
But it was only
Robbie who was left standing in front. Everyone else, as if someone had blown a whistle, everyone else had taken a step back. I looked at Robbie and said, oh, Robbie, you've chosen yourself. So Robbie said, no, no. And then he turns around and he takes. And he realizes everyone has stepped back. I mean, it might not seem so funny now, but this showed me that the team had become unified and they could crack jokes on each other. But this had happened so naturally that I was very pleased. And there are some other incidences which happened in Thunderbolt, but I won't bore you with them anyway. We will move on. I'm sure everyone is tired. So up next is a small video, and after the video we will immediately move on to the award ceremony, and then we go off and enjoy the night. Okay? Done? Okay, thank you.
Over here, and his name is Mr. Crockett. And we have some many other personalities, and I hope you enjoy the show. First of all, I think to get this over very fast. This music great because we have lots of playing music or we call it music lectures. How we have to show you before that one ceremony, how we did that. And before that, I don't know why I don't know why. Anyway, we will ask everyone. We will ask everyone how they are feeling about that experience.
هذا النبي والله الأستاذ وخير وخير يزكيهم
She's strong, boy. She's a massage. Go on. So supposed to be something fun. And what's happening? What are you going to do? How? You sound like some gentleman. How? This is not right. How? This is not right. How? Look who's coming up. Please, Mr. Podolsky.
Whoever hasn't come, serve him. It's time for service today. Come on, come on. One by one, come. Get your trophy. Go ahead. Well done, Baku. A fantastic season. TZLC9. Expect the names in the trophy. And collect yours. Well done, Baku. Once you collect your award, smile for the camera. Those who haven't come today, the collector is also. There's some more packs over here. Some more packs. Collect the people who haven't come also, sir. And just we're doing away with the individual awarding of trophies because there's less time. Look at the camera, please. Look at the camera. Please, with the awards. Well done, Batu, well done. Well done.
Yes! Sean, this one's for you. Sean, this one's for you. Yeah, next year. You're my way. Kaka, where's the shot? He's not yours.
RW won the Commander League Cup. How many players from RW have come? RW, please come up. Royal Warriors, Royal Warriors. Royal Warriors, please come up. Royal Warriors. Warriors, please go. We'll be giving you an individual award. Please collect. RW, make sure you collect your awards and then smile at the camera, please.
Satish, अरे दारू छोड़. Blue Eyes won the second division league.
Blue Eyes. The Blue Eyes players, Blue Eyes, Blue Eyes. Second division league. Well done, Blue Eyes. Blue Eyes. The team meant for heavy-set players. Two individual awards, please collect the individual awards and stand with them.
Thank you.
There was a Be the Boss competition this time. Be the Boss. Be the Boss competition winner. A certain player. In the last 2 weeks, a certain player. This really means there were around 4 or 5 matches. There were 4 or 5 matches left. And during the end of the season, I started getting very tired. My alter ego started getting very tired in updating stuff. But this one player, or I should say this one manager, he kept making changes before every single match. And he was some 15 or 20 points behind the leader. And he ended up winning the Be the Boss competition. His name is, I don't even know his name now. His name is Stoic Aurelius. King Sachin Kalam. Obviously, everyone knows who won this one. Unfortunately, we didn't have time to fix the stand, but there is a stand. But it does look good, doesn't it? And everyone knows who won this. The Golden Boot, Ajinkya Yadav. From AP. I think. But then we have, we're calling it the Platinum Pass. The player with the most assists of Patu, Satish Tutachi. Once again, please collect the stand from him. The Platinum Pass. The next lot of awards. The next lot of awards were by player vote. The players had to vote these players from their own club, obviously. You won't believe it. Very well done, thank you so much. Please take that away from Satsu. You won't believe it, but there were some individuals who voted for themselves. I was a bit shocked while going through the votes. But then even if I put them to the side, it didn't change the decision. I should have disqualified that person. We'll start off with the clubs. Player of the season. For Panthers, votes came in. It was Ajinkya Yadav. Ajinkya Yadav. Player of the season for Panthers. Coming up, Black Thunder, the player voted in was Adit Borde. The club's player of the season awards have been designed in the shape of the club logo. Next is for Blazing Eagles. I'm glad he's here today. Harshad Sate. Next from Pasvillo ACU. Yeah. Django, I would have given, I gave my vote for you. I know that. Everyone else voted for. Yes. Okay. Look at the logo. Silver Sharks. And I won't take any name, I'll have to take now, but this is the person who voted for himself. Alan Saklani! Blue Eyes. Amay, Amud, Madhikari. Yeah, well, I don't think that player has come today, but for RW, if we give the award to you later, as he comes today, I don't think RW, the player voted in was Kapil Patwardhan. As he comes, Kapil Patwardhan was the player of the season for RW. Why are you collecting it? Can JJ? JJ, current manager, please collect his trophy. On behalf of Kapil Patwardhan, who's now at ZM. Another most popular one which I have to choose, obviously. It's always very difficult. I'm not going to carry on every season telling you how difficult it is for me to choose individuals for these awards. But I have to start thinking about how they perform not only in the matches, but for me it includes in how they perform in the sessions as well. So in certain cases, those players who are coming regularly for practice will usually get my vote. But if the players who are from the non-club teams, that's apart from Kitco and Thunderbolts, if they have really performed well, then I can't but help give them the award as well. And these are what I've felt were the most improved players of the season in the TZLC9. I don't think he's come today, but I expect one SS player. He's from SS to come and collect it from him. I thought Zubin Alex really he has fantastic. Well done, Zubin. Zubin Alex. According to you, most improved player. Zubin is a player, Zubin Alex is a player on which the TZLC ethos is based on. I mean, many of the matches he had come in, he was sitting on the subs bench. He was struggling, but he made up his mind, and whenever he got to play 5, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, he put his heart into it. And he does that all the sessions. Fantastic video. Next up, unbelievably, also from Silver Sharks, because although I'm not just giving them awards because they didn't win anything this season. Like Alan said at the start, Alan, unfortunately, his SS did not win any matches. And that's not the reason why I'm giving you guys. You guys showed a lot of passion. Everyone knew that SS was probably the weakest team, but the amount of passion you guys showed in practice and in the matches was unbelievable. Once again, I think all the SS players deserve it. But this bloke for me has put in his all in everyone's looking at Aving. Unfortunately, Aving, it's not you because you are in line for the TZLC 10 awards for sure. You've already started performing well. I hope you continue the same way. But it is, as he comes today, Ajinkya Poche. Silver Sharks, as he comes, it was Ajinkya Poche. Make sure someone from Silver Sharks comes. Alan, on behalf of, I think, Jin, thank you. This bloke the next bloke is a very, very humble fellow. He's probably one of the cleverest blokes up there, but he thinks he's one of the weakest players, and he does not think that he's good enough. But if you think, you see, we're thinking about the TZLC9 here. So this is the end of the TZLC8, all the way to the end of the TZLC9. I'm not looking at when the TZLC9 ended. I'm looking at what happened before. And according to me, it had to be from Bakhmili ACU. Well done, Yogesh. Fantastic. Fantastic. The final award for the most improved player, there's just a few more to go, guys. The final award for the most improved player. He might not be doing so well this season because he's been absent a bit, but during the TZLC9 before that, and as I said, just before the TZLC10, this player for me was always working. He was working hard, he would play in any position, and by this time I think he's a little bit too tipsy to understand what he's won. Guru Raj Patil, bless you.
शुरू हूँ तब से। Once a bee, always a bee. आज फाइन नहीं लगेगा, टेंशन मत लो। फाइन की कोई गुंजाइश नहीं है आज। मेरे हाथ में माइक है, सब मैं हूँ। टाइम अप। नहीं, काका के बारे में जो भी बोला वो सच बोला है। वो लास्ट ईयर था। ये साल जो भी बोलूंगा वो अगले साल सच बोलूंगा। मैंने बोर नहीं करूंगा, बट गलती से अंग्रेजी आया तो समझ लो हैनेकन बोल रहा है। बट थैंक्स टू कोच एंड ऑल द मेंबर्स ऑफ TZLC, ड्यू टू whom ये सच हुआ। थैंक यू गुरु, थैंक यू। Special mention. These are awards who I felt I couldn't fit them in any of the other awards, but it would be terrible if they didn't get something for the TZLC9. Unfortunately, two players who have given them to are not here today, I think, but I'll have to say a few words about them. These two players, both from RW, were Kapil Patwardhan and Nishant Fernandez, the manager or the current manager, whatever they collected from him. These, I really hope that they would be here today. But these two players had a really, really terrible attitude when they joined the TZLC. I mean, their attitude was really bad. But during the season, you won't believe, I just could not believe how much they improved. Especially the capster, Kapil Patwardhan, who actually started owning up for his own handballs and all, and that was a miracle for me. And El Loco also. Why is everyone looking at you, Captain?
I wish he was here.
No problem, but then I'll move on to someone. He was probably the most hated in the TZLC9, but there were some moments where he really stood up and he took abuse. I mean, we don't abuse in TZLC, but you know what I mean. He took it left, right, and center, but he carried on. He carried with what I was trying to say and ignored what other people were trying to say. But he tried to gel, he tried to do everything together. And I had to give this bloke a special mention award. His name is, from Black Thunder, Mukul Inamdar. Mkul still believes he should have won the Be the Boss award. We don't lie. Coming up, obviously, the last 3 awards, and then I'll tell you what we are left with, which is only 2 minutes away. This player was voted by the players, by all the players in the TZLC, as to their favorite player or the best player, or whatever you want to call it, the player's player of the season. TZLC9 from Tahmilia ACU, Yash. Then finally comes my choice. So the Kapandra Player of the Season award. Here I usually try and give 2 awards. One, if possible, because 2 awards are not enough for 100 players, but one if possible for the NPP and one for the practice players, right? Coming to Sidpo and TZ.
I think one of them has not come today, so can the manager, again, let me just say a few words about this guy. He was a very silent member of the team. He used to really work behind the scenes, and he used to literally put up a stall saying that let the other guys do all the hard work, but I'm always there. He's currently the manager of Paku now. Jehan Patari, can you please correct his father on his behalf? Who's going to correct it on his behalf? Jehan Patari. Thank you. Now this player is a young bloke, and he's got a lot ahead of him. I hope he continues playing. But this is another bloke who listened to whatever was told to him. He was an incredible worker for his team, and he listened to everything left, right, and center. He even listened to me, and on some occasions, he really lost the ball because he was just maybe a little weak. And on some occasions, I used to give the foul to the other team or the other player because he is an ex-Kapanda guy and I can push him around a little. From Black Thunder, Adit Mop Borne. Finally, it's come to the end now. Okay, people. You know, we're always, whenever we have a goals of the season montage like we had now, when I had to decide the goals of the season, I compiled all those goals through your votes. Your votes had come in, and then I compiled all those goals. And then you guys have seen those goals, and how in heaven's name can you choose even one from that lot? I mean, all of them are perfect in their own way. All of them. So, I decided to come up with a plan. And therefore, I decided that we're going to award a hell of a lot of awards for the goal of the season. We're not going to show it right now. We'll probably just distribute the same ball. But let me just announce those goals of the season. I'll announce the names first, okay? For me, out of that lot, where he's not here today, Kapil Patrodhan, RW versus AP. There's Elton Lima, Shivam Sharma, BT versus AP. Mukul Inamdas, BT versus AP. Yash Shah, Paku versus TZ. Sean Matthews, Thunderbolt versus Paku. Jehan Badani, Paku versus PI. Sarvajit Hoskote, he's not here, RW versus Kitpo. Shubhankar Inamdas, BT versus AP. Aditya Kotbage, AP versus PE. Aditya Sonkoli, AP versus RW. Jatin Bana, RW versus AP. Adit Borde, BT versus AP. So, each club was given a ball, and that is the reason I told you guys to sign on them. Each club was given a ball, and that ball will be given to the goals of the season. Can all the players whose names have been called out just come in front and just hold one ball, please? Please, 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 those players, thank you, please. Balls are there, we'll distribute them later. Take a few balls then. Take a few balls from there. These footballs have only been used. These footballs have only been used during the season. Okay. So all the players from the clubs have signed on the ball. There's one more person. One ball.
Come close, guys. Come close.
Each person will be getting a ball, people. Each person. This ball is supposed to be kept on the mantelpiece and not used. This is like an award, yeah? Okay? So keep it on the mantelpiece, keep it safe. And these are your memories. Thank you. So, there's one more thing. Final award. And just leave one clean ball away. Then you can I'll give it to you. One final award, I think she's been working very hard for us. The awards have been designed for her. I thought she should get the 14th ball as well. SS haven't brought the football yet, so we don't have enough. But Anjan and Anand, please, can you collect the ball for the camera? She's designed everything for us. There's the awards and everything. Taken a time off and designed everything for us. And this brings an end to the TZLC9 award ceremony. Hope you have a lot of food. Hope you have enjoyed. We'll meet here again for the TZLC9. Sorry for all of those who haven't got any awards today. Thank you. Thank you.